നിങ്ങൾ സൂര്യനെ പോലെ തിളങ്ങണമെങ്കിൽ ആദ്യം സൂര്യനെ പോലെ എരിയണം. Today we will discuss about 29th April 2020 current affairs. First topic is importance of 29th April. International Day of Dance. International Dance Day is celebrated on 29th April. The day is observed to appreciate the art form, the encourage participation and education in dance. The day is celebrated with the people from all over the world contributing the dance. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, it is imperative that people stay at home and celebrate International Dance Day from their homes. Aims. The Dance Day promote all dance forms throughout the world. It will also make people aware of the value of all the dance forms and bring attention to governments, leaders, and get support to enable the dance community to promote their artwork. History of this day. The Dance Committee of International Theatre Institute founded International Dance Day in 1982. ITI is the primary partner for the Performing Arts vertical of UNESCO. The day is celebrated every year on 29th April, commemorating the birthday of Jean-Georges Navarre, 1727 to 1810, creator of modern ballet. The day aimed to celebrate dance revealed in the universality of this art form, cross all political, cultural, and ethnic barriers, and bring people together with the common language dance. Recently in news, Jal Shakti Abhiyan under the Ministry of Jal Shakti has provided various measures to combat the present health crisis. It has also taken several steps to boost the rural economy through its various components. In 2020, amid the COVID-19 emergency and availability of larger labor force in rural area, the mission began its measure for the impending monsoon. This is a news. The importance for what is Jal Shakti Abhiyan. Jal Shakti Abhiyan. Jal Shakti Abhiyan was launched on 1st July 2019. The mission covered 256 water stresses districts across the country. This Abhiyan is a mass movement to bring all the stakeholders under one ambit of water conservation drive. And last year, it has a nationwide impact. Under this Abhiyan, more than 6.5 crore people become part, comprising of state government, central government, civil society organization, Panchayat Raj institutions, and communities. More than 75 lakhs traditional and other water bodies and tanks were renovated, and around a crore water conservation and rainwater harvesting structures were created. Next news. Recently in news, the US Commission on International Religious Freedom has downgraded India to the lowest ranking countries of particular concern. In 2020 report, India was categorized as a Tier 2 country in last year's listing. This is the first time since 2004 that India has been placed in this category. The Commission also recommended that the US government take strict action against India under the International Religious Freedom Act. This is the news. Detail of what USCIRF claimed. The report released in Washington by the Federal Government Commission that functioned as an advisory body placed India alongside countries including China, North Korea, Saudi Arabia and Pakistan. The Commission noted in its report, which included specific concern about the Citizenship Amendment Act, the proposed National Register for Citizens, anti-conversion law and the situation in Jammu and Kashmir. The national government used its strengthened parliamentary majority to institute national level policies violating religious freedom across India, especially for Muslims. Under IRFA, the USCIRF called on the administration to impose targeted sanction on the Indian government agencies and officials responsible for severe violation of religious freedom by freezing those individuals' asset and or barring their entry in the United States under human rights related financial and visa authorities, citing specific religious freedom violation. India's reaction. The Central reacted sharply to the USCIRF report on 28 April 2020, terming it based and tenderies and rejected its observation. The centers noted that the USCIRF based and tendencies comment against India are not new, but on this occasion, its misrepresentation has reached new levels. The Ministry of External Affairs has rejected the USCIRF statement as neither accurate nor warranted and questioned the body's locus standi in India's internal affairs. USCIRF, the United States Commission on International Religious Freedom, is a US federal government commission created by the International Religious Freedom Act of 1998. USCIRF commissioners are appointed by the President and the leadership of both political parties in the Senate and the House of Representatives. USCIRF's principal responsibilities are to review the fact and circumstance of violation of religious freedom internationally and to make policy recommendations to the President, the Secretary of State and the Congress. The practice of USCIRF has little teeth in implementation but act as a conscience keeper for the whole two branches in the US government, the legislation and executive. The USCIRF is mandated to monitor the universal right to freedom of religion or belief abroad, however, not in the US. IRFA, the International Religious Freedom Act of 1998, was passed to promote religious freedom as a foreign policy of the United States, to promote greater religious freedom in countries which engage in or tolerate violation of religious freedom, and to advocate on the behalf of individuals persecuted for their religious behavior and activities in foreign countries. International Religious Freedom Report USCIRF released International Religious Freedom Report annually. This report included policy recommendations to the US government based on the report's evaluation of facts and circumstances of religious freedom violation worldwide. Next news. Recently in news, the incident of poaching of wild animals and birds, including the endangered Singhara or Indian gazelle, have registered a sharp increase across Rajasthan during the COVID-19 lockdown, with the hunters taking advantage of slack monitoring and space public movement in the remote areas. Armed poachers have been moved inside the national park and the wildlife sanctuaries since the lockdown was enforced. Besides killing chinkaras and blackbucks, the poachers has targeted peacocks, grey francolin, and other birds covered under the Wildlife Protection Act 1972 as endangered species. Several of cases were detected and reported to forest authorities by members of Bishnoi community, which is known as a beliefs associated with nature worship and wildlife conservation. This is a news. It's important for 3 endangered species of animals. You see that. Chinkara or Indian gazelle. The chinkara, also known as Indian gazelle, is a gazelle species native to Iran, Afghanistan, Pakistan and India. Chinkara live in arid plains and hills, desert, dry scrubs and light forest. They inhabit more than 80 protected areas in India. The chinkara is threatened by extensive hunting for meat and tropics in Afghanistan, Iran, Pakistan. Other threats include habitat loss due to the agriculture and industrial expansion. IUCN conservation status least concern. This is a Indian gazelle chinkara. Next, blackbuck. The blackbuck, also known as Indian antelope, is an antelope found in India, Nepal and Pakistan. The blackbuck is sole extant member of genus Antelope. Blackbuck are native to Indian subcontinent but extinct in Bangladesh. Blackbuck inhabit grassy plains and thinny forest area where perennial water sources are available for its daily need to drink. They travel long distance from water. During the 20th century, blackbuck numbers declined sharply due to the expensive hunting, deforestation, and habitat degradation. The blackbuck is listed under Appendix 3 of CITES. In India, hunting the blackbuck is prohibited under Schedule 1 of the World Wild Protection Act of 1972. IUCN conservation status least concern. This is the blackbuck. Next, the grey francolin. The grey francolin is a species of francolin found in the plain of dire part of the Indian subcontinent. They are found in open cultivated land as well as a scrub forest and their local name of teeter. The distribution is south of foothills of Himalayas, westward of the Indus Valley and eastward to Bengal. It is also found in the northern western Sri Lanka. Introduced population are found in the Andaman and Chagos Island. IUCN conservation least concern. This is a francolin. Thank you. Think before you speak, read before you think. Prepared by Jay Kurnas, Eon Study Circle. If you join our study group, all social media, Facebook, Eon Study Circle, WhatsApp 9846024053, Telegram, Eon Study Circle, YouTube channel, Eon Study Circle. ഓടാൻ കഴിയുമെങ്കിൽ നടക്കുക, നടക്കാൻ കഴിയുമെങ്കിൽ ഇഴയുക. പക്ഷേ ചെയ്യുന്നത് എന്തുതന്നെയായാലും മുൻപോട്ട് തന്നെ നീങ്ങുക. നന്ദി.